On my wedding day, I was publicly rejected in front of 30 tables of guests. As CEO, I'd only met once, Bradley McGuire, stepped onto the stage and declared he would marry me, handing me 5 property deeds on the spot. A week later, his mom gave me a 20-year-old photo album. At just one glance, I burst into tears. On what should have been our wedding day, David texted me, "Let's do something wild on this special day. She'd be happier this way." I even laughed, so he just wanted her money. Who doesn't want dirty cash these days? I turned to the crowd and shouted, "Who wants to be the groom? I'll throw in a luxury apartment. Title transfers tomorrow." On the afternoon of my wedding, as I touched up my makeup at the hotel, David's phone wouldn't stop ringing. He fiddled with it, then patted my shoulder and whispered, "Maya, I need to step out for a moment." Guests were already arriving outside, staff adjusting lights for the rehearsal. My chest tightened, a terrible premonition. "Don't joke around, the rehearsal's about to start." I pleaded softly. "I'll be quick," he said, his tone icy, as if we were strangers. Then he strode out. When I finished getting ready, David was nowhere. "Where's David?" I asked my maid of honor. She stared, bewildered. "He left. Didn't return." A chill shot down my spine. I called him, straight to voicemail. Again. Then a message popped up. "Maya, sorry. I'm not ready to marry. You'll have to handle the ceremony." He left, just like that. Didn't even care about his parents. I glanced at them. They were still adjusting their clothes. Furious, I typed, "Seriously? Guests are arriving. Can't you at least fake it till the end?" He replied instantly, "I won't do something reckless on a special day. She'll love it." I nearly laughed from sheer rage. Wild. Fine. But he won't be the one suffering. His parents will. I screenshot our chat and sent it straight to his mother. "Maya, what is this?" Mrs. Miller rushed over, breathless, phone screen still lit with the messages. "David ran away." Her eyes rolled back. She nearly fainted. Stabilizing, she dialed his number repeatedly, no answer. As panic seized her, she suddenly slapped my back and shrieked, "Why are you standing there? Do something." I was fixing my eyeliner when she hit me. A black streak smeared my cheek. Enough. "What do you expect me to do? His legs aren't glued to me." "This is your fault," she spat. "You couldn't keep your man." "Why else would David run off?" I scoffed. "Mrs. Miller, be fair. He left with another woman, and you blame me instead of your son. Where's the logic? Why are you useless? If you were pregnant, you think he'd leave?" Her saliva hit my face. Done with her irrationality, I stood coldly. "If that's how you see it, maybe not marrying David is the best thing that ever happened to me. Watch your mouth." She shoved me toward the door. "Everyone, look." She couldn't keep her man. Few were outside, but her voice echoed. David and I had only visited his parents once since dating. I hadn't known his mother could be this unhinged. Understairs, I clenched my jaw. She kept pushing. "Go tell the guests the wedding's postponed, your fault." I yanked free. "Fine, I'll tell them your son ran off and ruined this wedding." As I stepped forward, she grabbed my veil, yanking so hard my neck burned. He left. Yell at him, not me. "Shut your mouth, or I'll have someone shut it for you." She collapsed dramatically, not caring who saw. "Your family paid for this wedding, so it's your responsibility," she wailed. "All right, my family paid. Decision made. No Millers are welcome tonight." I ripped off my veil, grabbed the MC's mic, and shouted, "Who wants to be the groom today? I'll include a luxury apartment, deed transfers tomorrow." From the crowd, his mother screeched, "Shameless. Your man fled and you're offering apartments? You can't even afford a birdcage." Ignoring her, I repeated, "Any takers?" A deep voice cut through, "I'll do it." I froze. It was my boss, CEO Bradley McGuire. Handsome, brilliant, on the city's young tycoon list. He'd requested an invite, promising to attend, now offering himself. My brain short-circuited. Problem? Don't tell me you were joking, he said, smirking. Sir, are you serious? Why wouldn't I be? He took the mic, gaze steady. If you're willing, I'll be your groom. Nervous, I stammered. No buts, he said, amused. This suit's perfect for the occasion. I noticed then his tailored suit, flawless hair, effortless elegance. Ready for the next step? Dazed, I nodded. Good girl, he murmured, ruffling my hair. The rest blurred. Bradley replaced David's name on banners, arranged a new photo shoot. David's mother panicked. Maya, what is this? It means I don't want your son anymore. She kicked the floor. Our relatives are coming. David invited 22 tables to flaunt marrying a city girl. Your son left. Blame him. Bradley led me away, hand in hand. My parents arrived, stunned. Maya, what's happening? Mom whispered, eyeing Bradley approvingly. I pulled her aside. David fled. Bradley stepped in. Marvelous. This son-in-law is better. The ceremony proceeded seamlessly. The Millers, confused, were eventually escorted out. Bradley even had them removed from the hotel. Later, at my apartment, how did he know where I lived? He showered while I agonized over David's betrayal. His obsession with money, his ex Veronica Rowe who'd won the lottery. It all made sense now. Bradley emerged in a towel, steam curling around him. What's on your mind? This is unbelievable. Unbelievable how? Why me? He smirked. You needed a groom. I needed a wife. Perfect match. So I won the lottery? No, I did. He counted off. Skipped courting, got a wife, a luxury apartment, and a villa from my grandfather's inheritance. You're the prize. I flushed. Wait, if everything's mine, how did you win? He tapped my forehead. Ms. McGuire, he murmured, his voice soft and slow as he leaned closer. We're married now. What's mine is yours, every single piece. His dark eyes locked onto mine, gleaming intensely as they captured me. That simple Miss McGuire made my face burn. I turned away quickly, my heart pounding like a drum. Later, after brushing my teeth, I lay in bed and suddenly realized something serious. Wait, does tonight count as our wedding night? I burrowed under the blankets, listening as the lights switched off, followed by Bradley's footsteps approaching the bed. My breathing quickened. What do I do? Yes, he's handsome and rich, but the truth is we barely know each other outside work. If you want to, I suppose tonight would make sense. The edge of the blanket lifted slightly as a cold draft slipped in. I could feel him moving closer, inch by inch. I began trembling faintly, and just when I thought something would happen, nothing. Silence. I waited for what felt like ages without movement or sound. Curious, I peeked out from the covers only to find him propped against the headboard, scrolling through his phone. What's wrong? Did I wake you? He asked, looking down at me. Sorry, I have this habit of checking financial news before bed. He set his phone aside, turned off the bedside lamp, and lay down. Sleep. We have work tomorrow. He gently tucked the blanket around me before turning his back. The room fell completely silent. Soon I could hear his steady breathing, so it was all in my head. I pursed my lips wordlessly, mentally replaying the dramatic monologue I just had with myself. I wanted to slap my own face. Now, let us hear Bradley's version. I gained a wife but never knew if she truly liked me. So I gave it my all, poured every effort into making her happy until there was no room left in her world for anyone else. Then one day, out of nowhere, maybe she took the wrong vitamins or something. We were having dinner, everything normal, when suddenly she took off her jacket to reveal an outfit straight from a bikini catalog. My fork clattered onto the plate. This girl's audacity was outrageous. What kind of nonsense was she wearing underneath? If she dared go out like this where others might see, absolutely not. I scooped her into my arms and carried her straight to the bedroom, ordering her to change. But then she started crying, great sad tears rolling down her cheeks like some tragic drama scene. And then, like lightning, I finally understood. So she does like me. My gaze darkened. Does this mean you want me? She nodded timidly. That was it. The restraint I'd maintained for nearly 30 years finally snapped. I immobilized her, our fingers interlaced, and didn't let go for several days straight. She begged for mercy over and over. I took the opportunity to request marriage leave, and we both disappeared from work for a full week, our activities strictly confined to a 2-meter radius inside the house. Later, when my parents returned from vacation and learned what happened between Maya and me, they were even happier than I was. The next day, they filled an entire car with gifts and accompanied me to the Fitzwilliam residence to formally ask for her hand. I remember that day vividly, CEO Fitzwilliam and my father drinking round after round until their faces turned crimson. Maya's father clapped me on the shoulder with solemn authority. I'm entrusting my precious daughter to you. Take good care of her. Then he confessed a secret. He'd actually considered me as a potential son-in-law long ago. But of course, daughters grow up and make their own choices. When Maya started dating young, he'd secretly sent her CV to my company, just to see if fate would bring us together. As he spoke, the always composed CEO Fitzwilliam, renowned for his shrewdness in negotiations, grew sentimental. His chin trembled slightly, his voice hoarse. She's my only daughter. I raised her alone. If you ever make her suffer, I swear I'll make your company collapse overnight. I nodded firmly, clutching Maya's hand, unwilling to ever let go. How could I hurt her? If she were ever unhappy, I'd sooner shut down the company and take her traveling the world to find joy. And it turns out our grandfathers had been best friends. So with everyone's blessings and their constant insistence, Maya finally agreed to officially register our marriage. She later became pregnant with twins. The pregnancy hit her hard, horrible symptoms forced her to quit her job and rest at home. It didn't matter. We had money. I could support not just 3 of us, but 10, even 20 if necessary. Wait, trouble. I was writing this when suddenly she appeared behind me like a ghost, her hair disheveled. She gave me a terrible fright, grabbing my ear with red-rimmed eyes full of frustration. You want me to go through this how many times? Once was enough, and with that, her eyes welled up again. Darling, I feel awful. I want to vomit. My whole body's falling apart. Seeing her endure nausea daily pained me deeply. I wished I could invent a machine to transfer her suffering to myself instead. I held her tightly. Shh, just this once. I promise, only this time. No way, she huffed. I squeezed her hand tighter and whispered, if it's truly too hard, we don't have to continue. What kind of nonsense is that? She twisted my ear, making me spin 3 full circles. This is my baby. Why wouldn't I keep it? Yes, of course. I nodded like a spring-loaded toy. If you want it, then we'll have it. Much better, she said proudly, her face satisfied and triumphant. It took effort to convince her to finally rest. She gave birth to 2 healthy boys. On their first birthday, she suddenly had a new idea. Darling, let's have 1 more. The boys are little devils. I'd really like a daughter. Remembering how difficult her last pregnancy was, I refused instinctively. Absolutely not. You're too thin. It's too much strain on your body. Now, we're drowning in joy and chaos. And so, a few months later, she was pregnant again. Fortunately, this time it was just 1 baby. She gave birth to a girl who looked exactly like her. I held them both in my arms, unwilling to let go. I even started fantasizing about early retirement just to enjoy my happy little family full time.